The map method is kind of like a magician because it can transform every element from the array into anything you want. Here I have my list of cars. And let's say I only want the models. I don't care about the make or the year. Here's how I would do it with the map method. I would pass in a function that will take every single element from my array. Inside of this function, that element will be known as car. And I'm gonna do car.model because I only want the model. Now let's see what the result will be. You are probably not subscribed. And I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so I would really, really appreciate your support. Thank you. As you can see here, I have my array of models. So I got exactly what I wanted. Now, one important thing. The map method will return you a new array, but the length of that array will be the same as the length of the original array. So let's say you wanted to get models of each car, but not Ford. You cannot do that with just map because map cannot filter you the array. If you wanted to do something like that, you would have to combine filter and map like this. So here's how I combine filter with map. First, I passed in a function into filter that says I want every car that's not a Ford. And then because filter returns me an array, I'm able to run a map on the result of the filter. So I run map, and inside of this map, I say I want every model of the car that's the result of the filter. And this is what I got. I got Civic, which is Honda. I got Corolla, which is Toyota. And I got Camry, which is also Toyota, but I didn't get a Ford. The map method also gives me the index of an element that is currently being transformed. So I passed in those console logs inside of my function that's inside of map. As you can see here in the console, I know exactly which index of what element I'm currently considering. So here's how I can use it to affect the result of map. Here I added the following logic. If the index is equal to 0, so if the first element of my array is being transformed, I pass in whatever, because for some reason I just don't care about the first element, let's just say. In other case, so if I'm considering the second, third, or fourth element, I do want to get that car model. So the result is here that the first element of my new array, that's the result of map, is whatever, because that's what I wanted. But the rest is my car models. Now let's move on to the implementation. I defined my function called myMap very creatively. And this function accepts an array and a function that's going to transform every element of that array. So I define my new function, I called it transformed array, and then I do the good old for loop. So I take every element from that loop and I pass it into the transform function. And the result of that function, I pass into my new array. And then in the end, I return it. So here's the usage. I passed in the same function that I used for the native map method. So let's see the result. Here are the results. The car models is the result of the native map. And as you can see, it's whatever Corolla, Escort, Camry. And my cars is the result of my own function. And the result is whatever Corolla, Escort, Camry. So it's working the same. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.